Coming up on Mountain News this morning, officials are warning teen drivers to stay safe during the 100 deadliest days on the road. And summer meal programs continue to benefit students across Kentucky.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning, I'm Olivia Calfee. We are just past 6:30 on Wednesday, June 26th. Now let's go on ahead and send it over to meteorologist Tim Drawbridge for a look at your forecast this morning.
Good morning, Olivia. Good morning, everyone. A lot of clouds across the region, some sprinkles, a little light rain shower activity over the last couple of hours, and we're 68 outside our door here at WYMT, and it's a warm start across the Commonwealth on this Wednesday morning, with a lot of us in the upper 60s and lower 70s. All right, the pinpoint Doppler radar been a little active this morning. The main action right now on the fringe of our viewing area, just beyond Powell, Estill, Magoffin counties. This is tracking into the western portion of Rowan County, as we were anticipating, with some additional action now just starting to develop west of Irvin, back in the heart of Madison County. So we'll have to keep an eye on that as it ends up tracking into Powell County and Stanton as we make our way toward the top of the hour. The main concern regarding any strength or severity regarding this action is not this morning. It is this afternoon, a level 2 slight risk for severe weather across the eastern half of the state. And with the sunshine today, we get up to a high of 92 in Hazard. More about the rest of the 7-day forecast coming up in a few moments. Olivia?
All right, Tim, thank you. A Kentucky-based opioid use disorder treatment device just got market clearance from the FDA. The NET device reduces opioid withdrawal symptoms without the use of medication. The device is applied for 3 to 5 days of continuous treatment and uses neurostimulation to reduce withdrawal symptoms. Treatment using the NET device is exclusively found at Isaiah House facilities. Officials say it is always important to practice safe driving habits. This is especially true for teenagers. WYMT's Amelia Lee spoke with officials in Laurel County about teens on the roadway this summer.
Some call the time between Memorial Day and Labor Day the 100 deadliest days for teen drivers.
And the reason for that is they're off from school, they have more free time, and they're the inexperienced drivers out there, that age group of 16 to 19.
That's why officials say it's important to practice the rules of the road.
We have our speed limit laws. There's no texting and driving, wear your seat belts. Those kind of things all play an important factor, and it really decreases the accidents that happen.
Before a teenager can get their license, officials say they first have to get a learner's permit, an intermediate license, as well as practice and take different tests.
This is a very serious privilege that you get. Driving is not a right. Driving is 100% a privilege. And if you want your license, you have to follow the law.
They do not always pass the tests on the first try.
I don't want to be mean. I'm not mean. I just want to make sure you're safe. I want to make sure, because you're my responsibility in a little bit, because your parents are depending on me to say, yes, they can go out and drive by themselves, or no, they need to practice some more.
Trish Cathers is a licensed examiner. She's also the mom of a teenager who has started driving.
I worry, but I'm all the time telling her, please be careful. Please be aware of your surroundings.
They agree that distractions need to be limited while on the road. In Laurel County, Amelia Lee, WYMT Mountain News.
Achardo says there has not been a deadly teenage driving crash this summer in Laurel County, but there is a 31% increase in teen vehicle deaths during the summer months. A former employee of the now defunct Somerset Pulaski Economic Development Foundation will spend months in federal prison. A judge sentenced Lisa Gadberry to 10 months for misspending $142,000 over 5 years. According to court documents, Gadberry says she used the agency's credit card for personal expenses. She is also ordered to pay over $142,000 in restitution. SPEDA provided a statement about Gadberry's sentencing. Here is part of it. Quote, the level of abuse was shocking and devastating for our new organization and our community. The hundreds of thousands so frivolously spent on vacations, personal care items, and personal services were taxpayer dollars. Dollars that we as public employees are called upon to be good stewards of to benefit all people in Somerset, Pulaski County. Louisville's police chief has resigned. It comes after Chief Jacqueline Gwen Villarroel was placed on administrative leave 2 weeks ago. It's on the heels of 3 claims of sexual harassment in the department, 2 of which have resulted in lawsuits. Louisville's mayor suspended the chief for her reaction to the sexual harassment claims. Acting Chief Paul Humphrey will continue in that role until the city can permanently fill the position. 3 people are facing charges after police dismantled a large-scale drug trafficking ring supplying large amounts of crystal meth and in Laurel and Clay counties. The Laurel Drug Interdiction Task Force United arrested Vernon Renus Delph of London, a convicted felon, on June 6th. 2 weeks after that, Jay Boykin of Georgia and Karonda Tillman of Tennessee were arrested. Police found more than 20 pounds of meth, 8 pounds of marijuana, and more than $15,000. 3 people are behind bars after state police found drugs inside a vehicle. The incident happened last week when KSP Post 9's Criminal Interdiction Unit tried to conduct a traffic stop in Prestonsburg. The suspects then took off during the stop, but troopers were able to find the vehicle at a home in Pike County. Suspected meth, fentanyl, and money was found. Ahmed Moore, Dean Blair, and Neva Twitty were taken to the Pike County Detention Center. A new report shows Kentucky has higher incarceration rates than almost every country in the world. The report by Prison Policy Initiative measures each U.S. state's rate in comparison to each other and to other countries. It models states as if they were their own countries. It found Kentucky's rates lag only behind 5 other states, and the country of El Salvador has the highest incarceration rates. The family of an elderly woman who went missing a couple of weeks ago from Carter County are offering a reward for any information that will bring her home. Here is a picture of 72-year-old Frances Bird. She was reported missing on June 13th. According to our sister station, Bird's family called saying they are offering a reward of $5,000 for information that leads to finding her. If you have any information about the case, you are asked to call 911. More than 1 year ago, a severe storm swept through the Commonwealth, packing a serious punch in terms of storm strength and damage. That's including in Madison County. Roofs were ripped off some buildings in Richmond. Homeowners Sherry DeHart and Deshaun Thompson recall last year's hailstorm. DeHart says hail damaged her roof, windows, fence, and car. She says it took her contractor about 7 months to fix everything, but she understood it would take time.
It's a due process. There's nothing you can do about hurrying it up.
Most of the homes in that area that were damaged have new roofs. Some look brand new, but not all of them are back to 100%. During last June's Madison County hailstorm, the Kentucky Division of Emergency Management reported there were more than 370 structure damage assessments. That includes homes and businesses. Summer means no school, but sometimes essential items received at school could be hard to access during those times. In Pulaski County, school leaders say several thousand students are taking advantage of their summer meals program. With the economy being hard, money is tight, and sometimes it is tougher in the summer when daily breakfast and lunch at school does not happen.
I think it's something that a lot of families need, and I think a lot of families could take advantage of it.
Bagged lunches and fresh food have been prepared at the Pulaski County High School cafeteria each morning, and then libraries, the bookmobile, churches, and others make the meals available to those 18 and under. The summer food programs in that county take place until July 19th. But Pulaski County is not the only area in our region working to ensure your students don't go hungry this summer. WYMT has compiled a list of various summer feeding programs. You can scan that QR code on your screen to see if there is a program near you. And if you don't have access to a device that will allow you to scan that code, you can visit WYMT.com and search summer feeding programs. Officials with the Transportation Cabinet say folks should be ready for long delays on one Magoffin County road. Drivers using Kentucky 3337 should prepare for those delays on Thursday, Friday, and next Monday. Crews will be repairing a break in pavement, which is at mile point 0.15. Work will begin around 8 a.m. and should be finished at approximately 5 p.m. each day.
Quick weather update early on this Wednesday morning. The temps upper 60s, lower 70s for a lot of us. Let's get right to the pinpoint Doppler radar, because if you're watching from Moorhead as you make your way into Stanton, yeah, you're watching the radar start to light up a little bit right now. And this action right through here, it's been going through Mount Sterling. Looks like it'll go right along and north of I-64, clipping western and northern portions of Rowan County. This was developing out of Madison County and will be basically north of Irvin, going right through Powell County into Magoffin County, and that too will be tracking toward Campton and West Liberty. Again, we've got the opportunity to refire this action this afternoon. This is where our concern comes in regarding a level 2 slight risk for severe weather. Damaging thunderstorm wind gusts and heavy downpour is the main threat. With some sunshine today, we'll actually get into the lower 90s for a high in Hazard. More about the First Alert 7-day forecast in a few moments. Olivia?
Thanks, Tim, and thank you for joining us. The time is now 6:42. Still to come on Mountain News this morning. WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange walks out of court a free man, but not everyone agrees with the outcome of the case.